What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Darnell Savage out of Maryland, strong safety. Well, safety. I like to say he's a strong safety. But, I don't like to make player comparisons. And when I say this, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as him, because I'm going to be talking about a legend here. But he has some similar traits. He kind of reminds me of Troy Polamalu a little bit. And I'll explain that in a minute. He, for one thing, this dude is extremely fast, and at least for a safety. I mean, he ran a 4.36, which is pretty damn good for a safety. And he absolutely will find the ball carrier and just hit the shit out of him. He hits pretty hard. Very, very, very solid tackler. He can play free safety. He can cover enough to play free safety, and I've seen him do it. But I personally want him at the line of scrimmage and just making tackles, shutting people down. That's just where I prefer him. Let him play man coverage close to in the box, basically. He's not afraid of contact at all. He has very good instincts, which really helps, especially against like screens and stuff. I've seen so many times where there'd be a screen or a bubble screen, something like that, and he'll just go right in and make the tackle. He makes very, very good reads, and I've seen him square up with offensive linemen. This dude is absolutely not afraid of contact. And this guy, the main reason why I referred to Troy Polamalu here is because the thing I remember most from Troy Polamalu was you wouldn't even see him on the screen, and then all of a sudden you would just see a long flowing flock of hair just darting across the screen and taking a running back's knees out. That's the kind of I've seen this guy do it quite a few times. Just like I said, he is fast as hell for a safety. This is why I want him at strong safety, because I've seen Troy do this for years, and I think this guy might be able to do it too. I don't know. I'm not saying he's gonna be a Hall of Famer or nothing like that, but I'm just saying there's some similar traits there. That's all. Yeah, like I said, he's got very good instincts. He reads lanes very well, and he can fight through trash pretty well. The best part is he tries to avoid that fight. He can usually navigate through it. Just use his athleticism to not even let the blockers touch him and just get past them. This all implies that he has a very high IQ, which I definitely think is the case. He always seems to know exactly what the offense is trying to do to him, which is great for such a young player. He is a senior, by the way. I just thought I should mention that. And he definitely plays like it. He's very good about making plays on the ball, whether that be interceptions or tipping balls down. And another comparison to Troy, this dude, I've seen him be not even really that close to the ball, but I've seen him read the quarterback's eyes and just dart across the field, jump through the air to slap a ball down. Like, I was so excited watching this guy. And the fact that his last name is Savage kind of helps. That's cool, too. Just thought I should mention that. He reads his keys very well, and this all, again, just goes into his high IQ. I am pretty high on this guy, as you can tell. I think this guy is one of the more underrated players in this draft, to be honest. Honestly, looking at some of these players, it was starting to get a little bit dull, but this dude excited the hell out of me, inspired me to keep going. So that's nice. He actually has some pretty damn good man coverage too. Like, that's the thing that kind of surprised me too. Is I seen this guy darting for tackles and flying around the field at the ball, but this guy is actually pretty decent at man coverage, especially in the box. I've seen him lock up slot receivers, tight ends, running backs, just lock them down. And even in the box, like even when he's not completely lined up against the receiver, even yeah, he just good cover guy. You can move him all over the field. Maryland certainly did. They moved him to strong safety, free safety, even let him play corner. Well, not corner, but nickel anyway, at least nickel. And they even moved him in at linebacker a couple times, and I definitely think you should do that. Definitely don't start him at linebacker or corner. Don't do that. But move him around a little bit to keep the offense on its toes. Absolutely. And in like nickel situations, putting him at corner, when you know it's a passing down, absolutely get some extra D backs on the field. I'm totally for it. This dude is extremely competitive and very tough. He will he will definitely give his all on every single play, every single snap. Like I said, this guy reminds me of Troy. I hate doing player comparisons, but man, he just reminds me of Troy. I am a Dolphins fan, by the way, but I love Troy Polamalu. Like, I still have a bit of a soft spot for the Steelers, low key, just because of Troy Polamalu. He's the only non-Dolphins player I actually have a jersey of. I got out of love of football for a while, but he's the one that brought me into it. Anyway, I might do another video on Troy eventually. But anyway, back to Darnell. Like I said earlier, I don't necessarily want him to be a free safety. He can do it, and if you want to put him at free safety for a few snaps, that's fine. And, if your free safety gets hurt or something and he has to play a couple games there, you can absolutely do that. He's not going to die at free safety, but it's not where I really want him. I don't think he's necessarily the best at range. As far as just moving around the whole field, sideline to sideline back there, I don't think that's his game. I prefer him closer to the line of scrimmage where he can just, be a tackling machine. Kind of like Troy. I think if you pair this guy up with a competent free safety to just let this guy play with his instincts, I think you can have a seriously deadly defensive back duo. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop, going on and on about this guy. If you like this video, hit the like button if you could. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.